Hi everybody, this is Miss Amanda from McMath Library, part of the Central Arkansas Library System, and I'm coming to you today from my kitchen with our second part of Super Simple Snacks. These recipes are all recipes that will involve 5 ingredients or less and take about 15 minutes to make. All of these recipes as part of Super Simple Snacks are meant for kids to be involved in, so get your kids into the kitchen and have some fun. The ingredients that we will need for today's recipe, peanut butter energy bites, are quick oats, raisins, honey, peanut butter, and vanilla. If you don't have quick oats, you can take regular old-fashioned oats and put them in the blender and pulse a couple of times. It'll chop up the oats and make your texture closer to quick oats for this recipe. If you don't like raisins, you could trade in another small dried fruit or a chopped dried fruit. You could even put in chocolate chips if you want these to taste a little bit more like a cookie. Honey, you'll need, and peanut butter. If you don't like peanut butter or you're allergic, you could swap in your favorite nut butter or sunflower butter for these energy bites. That might change the texture of them a little bit, so you might need to add a little bit more oats if you do that. Play around with it. And the vanilla, if you don't have any in your pantry right now, that's okay, but it really does add a nice flavor. So you can make these with the vanilla or without, but I really like them with the vanilla. All right, you will also need a big mixing bowl, a bowl to put your finished energy bites in. You'll need a couple of measuring cups, a liquid measuring cup for your honey, a measuring spoon for the vanilla, a teaspoon, some regular teaspoons like you would eat off of, and a big spatula or a big sturdy metal or wooden spoon to help mix these energy bites with. You also need clean hands to make these, so if you haven't had a chance to wash your hands yet, now's the time to pause and go make sure your hands are really clean. All right, let's go ahead and start cooking. We're going to take 2½ cups of oatmeal and put it into the bowl. So that was 2 cups. Here comes the ½ cup. We're also going to add 1 cup of raisins. You might need to break up some big clumps of raisins to get them to fit in the measuring cup. It's okay if you have a little bit more or a little bit less in your measuring cup, but about a cup of raisins. You'll also need a cup of peanut butter. This is where one of those teaspoons will come in handy. You can use it to scoop the peanut butter out of the jar and kind of scrape it into your measuring cup. I think measuring peanut butter in this recipe is one of the trickiest things. It can get very messy, but it's worth it. The peanut butter really helps these energy bites stick together. Okay, looks like this is going to finish this jar of peanut butter. All right, so we're going to scoop the peanut butter into the bowl as well. I'm going to get as much of it as I can. All of that peanut butter. And I have an extra spoon here. I'm going to take the teaspoons and I'm going to use one to scrape the peanut butter off of the other one. That's a great trick for trying to get some extra peanut butter off of a spoon. Wipe some of the peanut butter off my hands. And we will measure 2/3 of a cup of honey. It might seem like a lot of honey, but this is where most of the sweetness in the recipe is going to come from, and this will also help the energy bites hold together, just like the peanut butter will. So we'll pour that in. I'm going to go ahead and get my spatula that I'm going to use to mix and use it to scrape down the sides of my measuring cup for the honey. Rest that right in the bowl for a minute. And then the last thing we need to put in is our vanilla. It's 2 teaspoons of vanilla. 1, 2. All right, I'm going to put the lids back on some of these things and set them off to the side so that we have a little bit more space to mix. All right, so your bowl should be looking something like this. Lots of peanut butter, lots of oats, vanilla, raisins, and this is going to be really sticky and thick to mix, but you're just going to want to start working on it. You're probably going to want to start mixing with a big spatula or a big heavy spoon, but the more you mix it, the thicker this is going to get, the harder it's going to be to stir with a spoon. So at a certain point, you're going to want to go ahead and just dive in and mix this with your hands. It's one of the reasons you really want to have clean hands before you start this recipe. It's because you'll be finishing it with your hands. So I'm going to slide the extra off of that spatula there and finish mixing a little bit with my hands. Also going to take the lid off of my bowl that I'm going to put the finished bites into. So I'm just moving the peanut butter, oats, honey, raisin, vanilla mix around, making sure that I've got it nice and thoroughly combined. Okay, my mix is still a little bit sticky, and yours probably will be too. So this is a good time to take a quick break and put it in the refrigerator for 5 or 10 minutes, and you can clean your hands off a little bit. And then when we come back, you are going to use your teaspoons to help make little balls, roll them up, and those will be your finished energy bites. So let's go ahead and take a pause and let this mix chill. Okay, so we're back after letting our peanut butter energy bite mixture chill in the refrigerator for about 5 or 10 minutes. This is what it looks like now, about the same, but it's a lot less sticky. It's a lot less gooey, much, much easier to work with than it was before. I've also got my container with a lid here. You're going to want a container with a lid to store these in, because when you're not eating them, you want to keep them in the refrigerator. Otherwise, they'll get very sticky and gooey again, just like they were before we put them in the fridge a few minutes ago. To make your energy bites, your last step will be to scoop teaspoonfuls of your mix, roll it between your hands, and you get a ball a little bit bigger than a grape, and go ahead and just put that one into your container. Keep going until all of your mix is all used up. If it gets too sticky or too gooey for you to work with again, you can always put it back in the fridge for a few more minutes. This recipe is a really easy one to cut in half if you're not sure that you want to make the whole thing at once, or if you have a lot of people in your family or you really like this recipe, it's a really easy one to double and make a giant batch of these. You can keep them in the fridge for 3 or 4 days. They never last that long at my house. But they will keep pretty well in the fridge for a few days. So enjoy making them, enjoy eating them, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.